Oh yes, legends, we are live. How's everybody doing? Hope you had a fantastic Sunday, a fantastic weekend, guys. We'll be going through the price of Bitcoin, of course, and taking a look at the altcoins, looking at the different projections that we do have entering into 2025. Is this the end? Will quantum computing destroy crypto in the next coming weeks, right? In the next coming months? Well, we'll be discussing that, of course. There's been a little bit of FUD, a little bit of fear. Not really that much. The price hasn't had a major bearish impact because I think most of the people that are in crypto or joining crypto, they know that quantum computing is not a real threat just quite yet. It might be in a few decades, but very far away in breaking the Bitcoin network, right? We'll be explaining that throughout this episode. If we do have some time, we're going to go through the Bitcoin technical analysis, what was mentioned throughout the last live stream with Bitcoin, the different scenarios. We are actually at a very strong resistance level right now, creating some internal double tops. Will we manage to hit all-time high, or will we get a pullback? I'll be explaining the different scenarios, guys. But first of all, what I need you to do is to absolutely destroy the like button. We almost, over 200 people watching the stream right now. Smash up the like button, guys. Let's get 200 likes, and we'll crack on through the price of Bitcoin and some altcoins that I do see extremely undervalued that should be absolutely exploding in the next coming weeks, guys. Okay, I will be explaining the technical analysis behind these altcoins. Okay, there are several. They are mainly high cap coins that have such good potential, guys, entering into 2025, and we do not want to miss out because Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency bull run, is very much on track. Okay, and I can give the 4-year cycle explanation. Bitcoin's been going through the roof. Bitcoin's at $100,000. A lot of people were very skeptical the last few months. Yeah, we're not going to reach 100K, this, that, the other. Some people are extremely bullish, saying that we're going to go to even 500,000 this cycle because we're in a super cycle, countries adopting Bitcoin. There's many different opinions, but overall, we are following history. The 4-year cycle is very much on track. And I want to show you this with the Bitcoin dominance, okay? The Bitcoin market capitalization, the altcoin market capitalization, and making you understand that there should be at least another trillion coming into the altcoins, right? Another trillion, 1,000 billion, right? And that is definitely going to pump many altcoins, especially the high caps and mid caps. We should be seeing them going through the roof, entering into 2025. We're very much on track, so it's all about being patient, all right? I'll be explaining that, guys. We'll be taking a look at the price of Bitcoin right away. Make sure to destroy the like button. How many likes do we have already? I'm going to go through the comment section. Not sure how many likes we do have, but I'm sure, less than 100 still, guys. Let's pump that like button right away. And I'll be going through the comment section, saying hello to the beautiful community. Over 100 likes right now. Absolutely awesome, legends. Let's go. Good morning, Frank. Today, I want to keep it also for the viewers. I really want to go through many altcoins in the comment section. I've been lagging behind the comment section a lot through the streams, and I want to go a little bit faster so we can have an opinion on your altcoin as well, okay? But mainly, most importantly, Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin grinding here to the upside. I was looking at a possibility of getting resistance at this daily level, okay, that we did have on Friday, which we did get a resistance. We can get that daily level off the chart, okay, because there was a scenario, right? There was a lower high potential, the daily, the 618. We actually got a pullback from that level of several $100s. However, the price formed a higher low and continued to the upside. So one of the scenarios on the previous stream was looking for a 3-wave structure, right? We're not going to forget about the triangle. We're not going to forget about the, the possibility of the price of Bitcoin forming a 3-waver, right? This is what we were expecting throughout the previous stream. But most importantly, where should it get resistance, where is the best level to speculate on that short to try and, you know, see if we're going to get that push to the downside, the exact entry and the exact stop loss range that was mentioned on the previous stream. And that was the daily level and the golden pocket from the drop that was created here from Thursday to Friday, right? We were speculating on that potential three-wave structure to the downside to see if we were going to continue with this gigantic triangle, right? That was overall something that was talked about on the previous stream. We could not suddenly forget about it because we've been pumping and grinding to the upside throughout the weekend, right? Very small movements, but we kind of grinding to the upside. So this was a speculation. But most importantly, what was the level of resistance, right? What was the level that should have been interesting to look for that short entry, start being defensive, have a very tiny stop loss, okay, based on the resistance that was mentioned on the previous stream. The previous stream, the level of resistance was that daily level that was not tapped yet, okay? Of course, we're going to get that daily level off the chart right away, which did get a rejection, but most importantly as well was the golden pocket, right? It was ever so slightly above the daily level. We looked at the movement to the downside here on Friday, and we grinded up here to that golden pocket, 618 and the daily, and we did get a rejection of over $1,000. So the price did dump down from that level. However, we maintained higher low support structure. We did not break down here. We did not form that three waver. We did get the resistance at the level that we wanted we wanted the price to get the pullback, right? Which was that daily and the golden pocket from the recent drop that we had from Thursday to Friday. So the rejection was there, as you can see on the lower time frames. However, the price did not break down from the low. So it formed a higher low from that level of resistance that we mentioned on Friday. We got the pullback of over $1,000. However, it did not break down and continue to the downside throughout Friday night. We got a bounce. We formed a higher low and we continued to the upside, forming a liquidity grab from those highs of Thursday, which did get another pullback of a few $1,000s here throughout the weekend, right? Throughout Saturday. Now, we need to understand where we at currently, which price is getting a lot of choppiness, a lot of internal double top, triple top scenarios, okay? This level where we are currently is where we have that naked point of control. I mean, we've been chopping here throughout the last few hours, right? It's that high volume node that we do have from the price action here from last Thursday, right? The Thursday from last week, right? That high volume node, naked point of control that's on the chart that is kind of getting the choppiness. It looks like it wants to break through. So yeah, local double tops here are acceptable. Even the one that is just being created, okay? I haven't got into this short. I haven't been doing any trading. I've got some trades open from the last few days, from the week, but I haven't been doing any trading. But I would have speculated on this internal double top right there. Being very defensive, tight stop loss. Maybe if the price does come up there and back test this level, and we do have some bearish local CVD divergence, which is almost going to be the case. It's almost going to be the case here, looking at the blue, looking at the rest of exchanges. So if we manage to get that leg up here and create a higher high, okay, and we kind of forming a lower high, back testing this level, 61878 from this movement down, it's a possibility, right? Lot of resistance. We could get the pullback. If I would have been in front of the chart here the last few hours, you know, I would have potentially speculated on that short just right there, okay? However, would I short right now? Well, we are uptrending, okay? We are uptrending, so here seems a little late to jump into that scalp short. We want to be very defensive and very selective, but the price is grinding up. Maybe if we get one push to the upside and bearish CVD divergence, we could speculate on that scenario, potentially on the live stream. So the main reason why that is a possibility, I'm going to be explaining right away here with a little bit of Elliott wave theory, a little bit of confluence, and, you know, basically trying to make you understand why there is a possibility. Let's get this daily out of the way, that we could be sweeping up this low and also even this low possibly from this zone right over here. But we want to be very good with our entry points, no rushing in. even though it would be kind of acceptable, ready to jump into a position here. But I'm very selective. I want the price to go ever so slightly higher. I missed this internal double top, right? As a scalper, we're looking at very, very good levels on the lower time frame, right? So let's see if we do get a little bit of a movement to the upside, some bearish CVDs. And I want to explain here why there is a possibility of the price, actually sweeping up this low. What is disturbing is that the most amount of liquidity is sitting here. There's not that much liquidity here. So that is something that is in disadvantage, of course, right? For any shorters out there, any scalpers, right? It doesn't matter because we do manage risk very, very well. But the most amount of liquidity is actually sitting basically to all-time high zones, right? We can see on the 24-hour chart, more liquidity here to the upside. And when we take a look at the last 2 weeks, well, yeah, there's definitely more liquidity here to the upside. So there is a lot of liquidity sitting at the all-time high levels. Could we get that squeeze out? Absolutely, guys. This is why we want to be very, very defensive. I know there will be a lot of people, potentially entering into shorts, just ready. They don't believe that Bitcoin's going to go to 108,000, 110,000, and they're just building a massive short, right? And just ready to add to the position. Very, very dangerous way of trading, in my opinion. Of course, there will be moments that you will catch a massive trade, right? You get all of your limit orders, right, filled, but there will be a moment that all of your limit orders will get filled and you'll get liquidated, right? That's what you do not want to do when you're trading. Be very selective with your entry points. And if you can't, if you don't get into a trade today, there might be a very good trade tomorrow. Let's go right away through the comment section. Say hello to the beautiful community. This is going to be a Monday week preparation. I can see Aditya, moderator. Smash up the like button. Absolute legend. We have Aditya right over here. I'm not sure if we do have any more moderators. We do have 𝗬𝗫𝗵. I just checked the likes. I can confirm not enough, says 𝗬𝗫𝗵, a good friend of mine from Spain. How are you doing, my man? I hope you're doing well. Let's crack on with the rest of the comments and then we'll analyze the price of Bitcoin, okay? Because we are above this naked point of control. We are above the 0.88. It would be nice to see the rejection at this zone, okay? Very choppy. Weekend has just slightly been grinding here to the upside. Lot of resistance here at the moment, but what is true is that there is a lot of liquidity sitting at all-time high, right? It could just form that massive wick, okay, and just flush all of those short positions, right? Because all of this is short liquidations. People are interested in shorting the top, right? If this were to be the top, then they want to be the top shorters, right? I detected the top. Well, there is a lot of liquidity above us, so there is a high chance that we're going to hit those highs. Despite of the price correcting down from this point, guys, there is extreme high probability that all-time high is imminent, right? As the title says. Why is it imminent? Because this movement to the upside, all right, even this movement to the downside from all-time high is not an impulsive move down, okay? It's a three-wave structure, sideways momentum. You can clearly see that this is not an impulse 1, 2, 3, right? You're already coming here to the upside. It can be a very, very large, complex corrective structure, but despite whatever it is, right, which is a corrective structure, whatever, if it's a WXY and you have, a triangle formation, a flat in the middle, the high probability is to take out the highs. Well, eventually it is right now, as we only $1,000 away from the highs. So, hey, that's not very much of a great prediction, right? But we've been saying that all-time high is extremely likely throughout the last week, purely based on the movement that happened last week with the movement down and the movement to the upside, saying, okay, guys, we are not moving down impulsively, meaning that the highs will be taken at some point. Regardless if this would have done this, I would still be very much in favor of the price going to be hitting all-time high eventually, right? And that was purely based just on this movement that happened last week. Just by looking at this, you realize that whatever happens here, we'll be taking out all-time high at some point, okay? And it's just because we didn't move down in a 5-wave impulsive move. All right, and even though I would have speculated in a large ABC move, right? 5-3-5, and then continue bullish to the upside. However, we were speculating on a triangle, speculating on, 3-wave structures here, just very choppy. And at some point, you're going to take all-time high. So overall, we are interested in day trading and scalping opportunities based on the levels. Most importantly, guys, is spot bags as well. The crypto portfolio, we need to be ready, guys, because there will be a larger altcoin season than the one that we saw in November, right? November till now, right? Lots of cryptos doing a 2, 3, even a 4x, right? Throughout November and part of December. Now a bit choppy, getting a bit of a pullback, some of them. We should be seeing continuation to the upside, and I want to give that explanation, taking a look at a few of the altcoins, right? High cap coins that are still lagging behind, that haven't taken out the March highs, such as Internet Computer, ICP, strong believer that this is just going to absolutely rip, guys, such as Flux, such as Avalanche, right? That should be breaking out explosively in the next coming weeks, right? If not days, entering into 2025. And that has to do with the 4-year cycle as well, guys. The 4-year cycle, taking a look at the Bitcoin dominance. We haven't even started the big major altcoin season pumps that should be entering into 2025. We are following almost to the T the 4-year cycle. Everything is moving just like the previous crypto bull runs. We actually even moving slightly faster than the previous bull runs, which is a good sign. However, I know there's a lot of people that are very skeptical. We are greedy by nature, right? We want more. What a bull run. This bull run is boring, right? Because, yeah, we haven't seen that massive rocket formation, even though a lot of altcoins have been doing some, pretty nice gains, especially those crazy meme coins. There is a lot of meme coins that haven't done much, but a lot of them have been rocketing, right, throughout 2024. Let's go right away. Jocasta, how are you doing? Sunday Live Legends, smash the like, says Jocasta. Thank you very much for the support. Just smash the like button, says Mustabendel. How are you doing, my man? I've got a few super chats. I want to try and say hello to most of the people. Aditya, Seb, thanks for joining, my guys. I want to give you today, Sunday, a little bit of a chilled Sunday weekend, week preparation for tomorrow. But overall, a little bit of a higher time frame perspective, right? We are so focused on lower time frames on Bitcoin, different scalping day trading opportunities. But let's realize where we at right now and what could we expect for the next coming months, guys. Okay, we have been bullish throughout the last few months, buying different altcoins at rock bottom levels, okay? Been very, very bullish and still very bullish. But I want to make you understand what is to come still, right? Which is the kind of blow off top, right? That major rally that we only get for a few weeks, right? Extending in a few months, and which, will blow your socks off, right? People don't believe it till we actually see it. But everything is on track. Everything is on track. So let's go right away, continue through the comment section. Hello to everybody. Mac, hello. Leash Whacked, Lonmore, Jojo, Dinosaur, Muscle Cars, how are you doing? Inverse head and shoulder in play on Bitcoin. Yeah, potentially. I can see that on the lower time frame. A small little inverted head and shoulder that has formed since last Thursday, right? Would be nice to see this peak right over there, right? I guess you're talking about this inverted head and shoulder in play. Should be breaking out right now, hitting all-time high, liquidating all of those short positions. But there's some other scenarios, okay, that are very, very complex that could give us that pullback. But that pullback will be very interesting. And I'm going to, we got a new daily level, of course. That daily level was printed throughout the price action from Thursday and Friday, right? And we got that daily level right over there that could provide some pretty interesting support, okay? Want to give the day trading and scalping scenarios for Bitcoin and go through the comment section. I mean, I need to organize myself. BTC is skyrocketing. Well, it's grinding up ever so slightly here. It's a nice little uptrend that we do have throughout the weekend. Not skyrocketing just yet, but overall grinding to the upside. Let's take a look at the super chat right away, guys. because I know I'm going to miss the super chats. Okay, so hello to everybody. Aditya, my man, super chat, yes. FTM, hey brother. Zobari, how are you doing? Cyrus 118, Maz, how are you doing? Much love from Boston. Maz, my man, much love to you. A strong follower from many years. Maz, I don't know how long you've been following, but let me know in the comment section. Maz, I always see your comment on videos or on live streams. Maz is a follower from many years. I would say at least 2 years, potentially even 3 from the channel. Okay, following the channel for a long time. Let's take a look at the super chat, guys. I really want to focus today more on altcoins. So will we ditch Bitcoin? We might ditch Bitcoin and just concentrate on altcoins, because I got, you know, an explanation on why altcoins are so bullish. Okay, even though they're garbage, right? Even though they're a massive bubble, but we can make money in bubbles, guys. We just need to have the timing right, and the timing is right for altcoins to continue. We are in bull market, right? Eventually, Bitcoin at 100K, we're in bull market, okay? But people want fast gains, right? Why didn't my coin do a 20x or a 30x and only a 3x? Well, it's all going to take a little bit of time. Steven, my man, thanks for the super chat. Hi, Andy. Where do you think the next leg up will end short term? I see and hear 110K, and I hear 120, 30K. What do you think? Whew. Well, regarding Bitcoin, the next leg to the upside, let's get some levels here off the chart that we do not need at the moment. Regarding Bitcoin, the next leg up, what would be the next leg here to the upside to find some resistance? Well, hey, regarding higher time frame, right? Because we need to talk about higher time frame to speculate where the top could be. And the top could already be almost in, guys. And that has to do with Elliott wave theory, right? Just simple, basic Elliott wave theory, which when we do take a look at the pattern of an impulse, right? Looking at Elliott wave theory, we know that the price moves in 5 waves, right? Either to the upside or to the downside. You know, just looking at the very, very basics, right? Of course, there's more advanced stuff in Elliott wave theory, but just taking this into consideration, what we can see from the rock bottom levels of November of 2022, we can clearly see that we are in the 5th wave, possibly, right? There is an extreme bullish case scenario, which we formed a double 1-2-1-2, and we're still in the 3rd wave here, and we're gonna absolutely moon, right? But that's like super cycle theory, where Bitcoin becomes treasury, right, for multiple big companies, and, you know, also countries adopting it as legal tender, and we just enter that super cycle, which ends up in that massive double 1-2-1-2. We're in the 3rd wave still, right? That we haven't formed the 3rd wave of the 3rd wave, 4-5, and we just head to 200K and even higher, right? There is that, you know, super cycle, moon boy, massive targets, okay? But let's maintain our feet in the ground and let's not be too bullish, right? We are still bullish, higher time frame, but let's stay grounded, right? Let's stay grounded. Now, looking at this, you know, we can clearly see that we could be in the 5th wave, right? Not that we are, that we could be in a 5th wave here, because regarding Elliott wave theory, right, the very basics, right, we formed, you know, a possible 5th wave. And the waves are very clear here, right? You know, when you go here throughout 2023, you know, you can count the 5 waves here. In the wave 1, a flat right there, and a wave 2. We ain't going to go too much in detail, but you get the point, right? You get the point. Target zones from this 5th wave, you know, have already been met. Target zones for this 5th wave have already been met. So, you know, you know, this without a doubt, I'm going to take a look at an expansion here. 1 second. Expansions also are very good for target zones. 1.618 from the last big large consolidation, right? When you take a look at Fibonacci from the highs here, the all-time highs that were created in March of this year to the lows, nice round formation, you have some Fibonacci expansion targets, which is the 1.618, which was destroyed at 90K. The next one is at the 2.618 Fibonacci, 114,000. I would take into consideration this expansion. Another way to look at different target zones based on patterns, not only Elliott wave theory, is the cup and handle, right? How many of you have heard of the cup and handle, which is, hey, they are very, very powerful. You can see cup and handles on gold, cup and handles on the S&P 500 on the higher time frame that have hit the target zones. We can pull them out as examples, but it's just gonna, no need, right? If you do take a look at gold on the last decade on the chart, you can see a massive cup and handle. There's actually, reaching target zones. Target zone of the cup and handle, you get the cup right there, the width of the cup right from the breakout. This is also, $130,000 as you are saying here, right, as a potential target zone for Bitcoin in the next coming weeks. Round about this zone, it would make sense, right? 110, 114, 130. This could be a topping zone for Bitcoin. Let's leave it that way, unless the massive bullish case scenario, which is a super cycle theory, double 1-2 on Elliott wave theory, and you're still in the third wave, and this is just going to absolutely rocket here, still in a larger time frame third wave. Another target zone, taking a look at the expansion from the all-time high of the previous bull run, from the high to the low, right? Where we at currently is at the golden ratio, the 1.618, taken from the all-time high of the previous bull run, right, to the bear market lows of November of 2022. When you put your Fibonacci to check the expansion from the high to the low, we can see that the golden ratio is basically where we at right now, which is, getting that choppiness throughout the last week. This could also be a local top, right? Next target zone on the expansion, right, is 150,000. But we have other targets, right, such as the cup and handle. There's so many different targets of different patterns. We have to really focus on the lower time frame, 4 hourly, 1 hourly, to look at the confluence and the analysis and levels of resistance and support, right? Me as a day trader, that's what I do best, right? Look at the local range of the last couple of weeks, analyze the waves, the momentum, Fibonacci, and go from there as a day trader. As a swing trader perspective, I'm sure there's a lot of swing traders from the last few months, right, or even the last couple of years, that are considering this area as already a take profit zone, right? People that are swing long from lower, from this zone or from this zone, without a doubt, I'm sure they're already considering taking aggressive profits on this movement up on Bitcoin. So yeah, very difficult. Some people say 110, 120. Overall, it's a range. This is why I sold Bitcoin at all-time high a little bit. I sold at a 90K. I sold at 100K. And I've already sold a bunch, right? 90K, 100K, over 10%. I'm not going to sell any more till we reach at least above $120,000, okay? Depending on how we break it, if we get some choppiness. Spot bags, not selling anymore. Going to hold some here throughout the next coming weeks to see how the price moves to the upside. So let's go here with Stephen Van. How are you doing, my man? Hi, Andy. Where do you think the next leg up will end? Okay, we got the same super chat. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, there's several targets, okay? Several scenarios regarding Fibonacci, the expansions, cup and handle, Elliott wave theory. We're already hitting target zone based on a fifth wave. So yeah, I mean, it could extend higher. Overall, there's several targets. There is several targets on higher time frame. I'm more of a lower time frame analyst, where I like to take a look at resistance, support, the waves throughout the last few weeks. Higher time frame, yeah, there's several options, as you say. Some people say 110, some people say 130. because that you have multiple different bullish cases throughout major patterns and Fibonacci and Elliott wave. There's just a big wide zone where the price could top out. So there's not an exact, we're going to top out here. It's, there could be a possibility that we are topping out very soon. So this is why, I have sold a little bit of my spot bags because I've been buying throughout the last few years, right? And if we made a 5-6x, right, then we obviously want to take a bit of profits. Let's take a look at Jason here, super chat right away, and then we'll focus on some altcoins legends. My goodness, super chats are coming down here. I cannot ignore them because I've ignored a few of them on the previous stream and it's not good. Jason says, never had the ETF inflow, so more upside maybe. Bitcoin also once they sell profits, never had that amount of BTC outflow. How will it affect the cycle? Very good question. I mean, the inflows throughout the last couple of weeks have been pretty stable, right? The inflows that we had last week was sometimes $500 million, right? 597. This was on the 12th. On Friday, it was 428. Consistent inflows, right? On the spot Bitcoin ETF. Still accumulation. People still interested in buying. And there's insane news eventually, right? There is the... You must have heard this by now, the last few days. Google's, quantum computer chip, Willow, not having enough power, right, to actually interrupt into the network and destroy it, basically. Still very far away for quantum computing to actually, break the Bitcoin network. This is really not a threat nowadays, but could it be a threat in the next coming decades? Well, maybe yes, right? But overall, with the technology of quantum computing today, it's still extremely complicated to interfere on the Bitcoin blockchain. Let's leave it that way, right? Simple, easy to understand. Every few months we get this coming out, right? Quantum computing, will destroy the Bitcoin network. We're very far away from that, guys. This is just probably not going to happen in our lifetime. So overall, we still have Bitcoin being very bullish for the next coming years. That is for sure. And this is not a short-term threat overall. Major bullish news, obviously, for, super cycle theory. Trump just said the US will do something great with crypto. We know that there's many countries adopting Bitcoin, big companies as well. Microsoft, not quite in yet, but other big companies eventually, buying up Bitcoin as treasury already. And we've been seeing that throughout the last few weeks. Super cycle theory, we're just going to have to see, guys. We're just going to have to see what can we say. Bitcoin is bullish, higher time frame overall, despite, any local volatility. Right, so many super chats, guys. I'm not going to keep up here. I'm going to try and just answer quickly. Let's keep this stream for the viewers, all right? It's Sunday, Monday tomorrow. We'll be focusing. Let's do a little bit of chatting, Q&A, because I can see a lot of super chats coming in right now. And if I focus on Bitcoin, we know that I at least take 15, 20 minutes on Bitcoin. We might talk about some levels and some different scenarios. But I want to focus this Sunday, weekend chilling comment section and answer as most questions as possible, guys. Maybe taking a look at a few altcoins. And Monday, we'll be fully focusing on the technical analysis. Of course, if you want the TA, the setups, the education, you want to be in the Legends trading community, okay? This is where me, Devil, rest of the coaches, trading setups. We do have myself and Devil providing daily videos, analysis on Bitcoin and the possible intraday setups. Without a doubt, this is where you want to be Monday to Friday if you want to see those scenarios. You also have the modules, guys, to learn basic to advanced technical analysis. Check it out. It's the first link down below in the description, guys. Join the Legends and learn with video modules from basic to advanced, pure technical analysis, so you don't need anyone in the near future, right? Let's go right away and focus on super chats, comment section. My goodness, guys, yeah. 𝗲𝗿, how are you doing, my man? Thanks for the super chat. Let's go right away Andy, you are a must-see every day. Thank you for what you do for us all. Thank you. I mean, if I'm just going to do comment section, I feel like it's just going to be a chatting and Q&A session. And there's probably not going to be my value on the stream. So this is why I try and keep Bitcoin the first 20 minutes, get some value analysis, how to chart the price. Take a look at some altcoins, explain to you the potential, right? Like we've done throughout the previous streams. I mean, the latest stream, we were talking about altcoins, right? Guys, it's time to reaccumulate some altcoins with that dip that we had last Monday, right? Well, this Monday, basically. We still haven't finished the week. This dip is an opportunity. Look for scaling into some low leverage swing long positions because altcoins are going to bounce. We are in bull market, and a pullback of 30 to 40% on altcoins in a bull run is a gift. It is seriously a gift, guys. Pullbacks in bear market are horrendous because the price pulls back and it dips and it just keeps dipping in a bear market. A 30% pullback, 40% on altcoins, on some altcoins in a bull run it's a gift, guys, because it's gonna bounce back up stronger than ever. We can see some altcoins such as 𝗬cie and Chainlink getting an epic bounce, right, throughout this week after Monday's drop, right? Some of them pumping 40%, others 50% in a matter of a few days. And this was very much explained, you know, this was on Tuesday, just as we got the drop on Monday, saying, guys, you know, we need to start buying up, you know, this pullback that we have had and get into some many altcoin trades, right? We need to jump in, you know, very aggressively on many different altcoins, buy on spot as well, because that pullback was a gift. Guys, my favorite platform is Bybit. I trade throughout multiple platforms, Weeks and Bluffin, which is just an email and a password. Great exchanges. Check out the bonus down below, guys, because you do have an exclusive bonus for you on Weeks and also on Bluffin. Bluffin right now is with a campaign of $100,000 deposit bonus. More you deposit in trade, the more airdrops you're going to get to pump up your account so you have more capital to trade, guys. Take advantage of Bluffin just with an email and a password. You are signing up in minutes. Let's go right away. Thank you very much, 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗫, for that insane comment. But your thoughts on FTM and the coming migration to Sonic? I have really my thoughts on FTM. I can give you my thoughts on FTM on the chart, but not about the coming migration to Sonic. I'm really off on many altcoins on basically fundamentals and basically what is going on throughout the next coming months and entering into 2025 based on their roadmap, right? And in this case on FTM, on the migration. But we can take a look at the chart without a doubt on FTM. But without a doubt, FTM, incredible project. We've been very bullish on Fantom throughout the last couple of months with this pullback. We already had the theory that this is, you know, a high cap coin, L1, does not run on blockchain. It's DAG basically. That was just going to be very, very bullish on this pullback that we had throughout, you know, August, right? July, August, September. It was one of them, such as Avalanche, Cardano, these high cap coins. We knew that, you know, they were just going to pop out and test out March highs, right? Which is obviously done very successfully. And we're just looking for that continuation to the upside. What I can tell you here on Fantom is just looking at Elliott wave theory. It's just an insane, massive bullish case scenario. Despite, you know, there's a not so bullish one and there is an extreme bullish one. The not so bullish one, or the extreme bullish one, let's talk about extreme bullishness, right? The fact that Fantom here did not test the lows of the bear market, which was just by a scratch there, it formed a higher low. The fact that we formed a higher low, I mean, there is another not so bullish case scenario, okay? But overall, let's talk about the most bullish case scenario, which is basically formed a double 1-2 here from the bear market lows, also in November of 2022. Some of them did create the lows in 2023. Well, this one did, like Bitcoin. November of 2022 was the low on Fantom, just below 20 cents. Double 1-2, 1-2 right there. And the not so bullish case is an expanding move, all right? Which is very disturbing without a doubt, just because of the nature of the three-wave structures that it is forming, which I'll explain right away. But the massive bullish case scenario is you formed a double 1-2 here and you're in the third wave. I mean, meaning that the most bullish case, at least for the next coming weeks, taking a look at the pivot low from October of 23 to the pivot high, looking at the Fibonacci extension for that wave 3, is coming almost to hit $2, 1.618, because you formed the first 1-2, the second 1-2, which is larger than the first 1-2. You know, typically this is not the case for a double 1-2. The second 1-2, you want it smaller because it's part of the larger third wave. But it's without a doubt still possible. So you've got this 1-2 and this third wave forming right now, which is coming all the way up to the 1.618, just under $2. Still hit $2 potentially on the most bullish case scenario, and eventually looking for continuation to the upside in this bull run. Still not finished that third wave. The not so bullish case scenario is an expanding move here, all right, in a wave 1, which is without a doubt disturbing, because in an expanding move you also have 3 waves, micro 3 waves here, 3 wave right there, and another 3 wave here, and you got a 3 wave formation here. The thing about this, you know, this could easily be topping out in between 150 and, you know, 180, 190, round about this zone, which would be hitting the top here of the higher high resistance in an expanding move, right? An expanding diagonal. What is very interesting about this move on Fantom is that it's completed this 5-wave move in 3-wave structures. You got 3 wave here, 3 wave here, 3 wave here. So yeah, it is disturbing. Without a doubt, I would consider taking some profits off the table as Fantom moves to higher levels. It's just profit taking, just in case this not so bullish case scenario just goes ever so slightly higher to the 150, 170. Already consider a little bit of profit taking regarding spot, just because it is possible, forming this, you know, ascending broadening wedge, right, which would in Elliott wave theory would be an expanding move, and it's really beautiful here based on 3 wave, 3 wave, 3 wave. I mean, there is a possibility of topping out here in between 150 and 180 range, might extend to 190, right? Just considering taking a bit of profits. I mean, a lot of people are joining late. They are joining a little late. There is still profits to be taken. There is still gains. If you do buy now, Fantom, I'm very sure that in the next couple of weeks, you will be in the green. It's all about understanding where you need to take those profits, right? When are you going to take them? Because eventually the people that bought a few months ago, you know, they will be very happy with a 4-5x. People that are buying up today, they will be in profits, but you don't know if you're not going to be in profits in the next coming months. So yeah, it's all based on the target zones, and yeah, this is a dangerous area for Fantom to get a pullback in between 150 and 180. So the most bullish case scenario, this rockets, it's formed a double 1-2, and you're in a massive third wave here. And if you do extend eventually to the $2, then we are looking at much higher levels in the next coming months, right? Because this will be breaking the expansion. If you do get an aggressive move here to the upside, to the 190 or $2, you're not looking at this pattern anymore, right? You're looking at an overall massive bull run and continuation to the upside. Let's Kusama buy or not? Can you look at the chart? Says NH80. Let's take a look at Kusama, guys. This is going to be an altcoin, guys. I've decided let's keep it altcoin. Let's keep it altcoin. Got a massive super chat here from somebody. Let's keep it this for the viewers. Kusama, eventually the best zone to buy up was in the last few months, September, October, beginning of November, before we got this first leg to the upside. Yeah, without a doubt, Kusama is getting a bit of resistance, just a lower high resistance right there from early 2024, but still very bullish without a doubt on Kusama. This lower time frame price action on Kusama, I mean, this dip that we did have, this dip that we had on Monday, I mean, this applied, legends. This did apply the theory that we made on the stream on Tuesday. Guys, if you want it, and this got an insane amount of views for my channel, 18,000 views in total. So people must have been paying attention. I did do a poll a few days ago on a stream saying, guys, did you jump into some swing longs? Because this was the moment, right? To buy up just in case of any other pullbacks. And not buy on Thursday, Friday, because we were already pumping quite aggressively on most of the altcoins. But this also applied on Kusama. The drop on Monday, nice bounce formation here, right? After the drop on Monday, got a little pullback on Tuesday. We wanted to be ready to be in some positions, and this applied on Kusama as well. What looks very good on Kusama is, for me, we are going to be hitting the highs that we formed here in November at $52. The main reason why is just looking at the last few months where we bottomed out here in August. The start of this movement to the upside is very impulsive and has not finished yet, in my personal opinion. What we do see on Kusama here is this leg to the upside, and then this corrective structure, and this being a wave 3, sorry, and we are in the wave 4. This very likely, like many altcoins from the stream on Tuesday, retraced to the 50% Fibonacci, even getting slightly below it. And this is like your ultimate zone for that wave 4 to finish. You do not want to hit the golden pocket. The moment you retrace as low as the golden pocket from this speculative wave 3, wave 4, all the way down here, then you're not looking at an impulse, you're looking at something else, maybe an expanding move, speculation, but overall looking very impulsive. The 50% Fibonacci zone was the level to bounce, as explained on multiple different altcoins on Tuesday. We applied this on ICP, on Avalanche, and a few of other high cap cryptos, which this zone on higher time frame was hitting 50% Fibonacci from that pivot, right? You know, that also was applying here on Kusama, is also applying here on Kusama. So regarding Kusama, buy or not is your question. On the dip that we formed on Tuesday, absolutely yes. Buy up, low leverage swing long positions. This should be recovering quite nicely from this point. The fact that Kusama has already tested this high, we formed a little bit of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did get above this level. So could we be forming a contracting move, right? So it's formed a little bit of a contracting move, or expanding if we do get another leg up. The moment Kusama does dip beneath this low, I do see it as a great opportunity. I am speculating that eventually, with this move that we had in November, was extremely impulsive, very powerful, and this is extremely corrective. You got a 3-wave classic ABC zigzag, right? Or a descending wedge if you wish, right? If you're using other, you know, technical analysis methods, right? Or a descending channel, bullish flag, you name it, zigzag, ABC. We got an yeah, an official move here to the upside and in a 5-wave structure already, because you did claim those highs. Now the question is, eventually, you saying buy Kusama right now, I would remain a little bit patient just in case we do get a pullback and sweep up these lows. If we sweep up these lows on Kusama, this would be the interesting area. I would like to see Kusama dip down below this area, because we have officially formed, okay, because it is official, 3 spikes here. This is a higher high, even though it's a double top. It's a 5-wave move up. Not very nice. Could be a bit of a contracting move here. After a 5-wave move up, you would want to see a little bit of a 3-waver to the downside. On the higher time frame, as we have formed this zigzag after a huge impulse, we can definitely speculate on many altcoins, such as Kusama, that this was the low. Okay, and now as we are looking at the new movements to the upside since last Monday's drop, in this case you got a 5-waver already. So if we move down in a 3-waver here in the next couple of days, this is going to be your interest zone, right? Coming down to the 50%, even to the 7/8 Fibonacci from the low to the high created, right? This might not be the high, but regardless, the moment you start pulling back, sweeping up this low, which is with the 50% Fibonacci, in between 50% and 7/8 is your next zone to speculate. You moved in a 5-wave move up, 3-wave move down. You're looking for a higher low formation here on Kusama at $32 to $35. This would be your interest zone. We buy the pullback. We don't buy the pumps, because we know after a pump, there's a pullback. So yeah, this would be the most interesting zone on Kusama that I do see here. I would actually set some alerts myself. I've got some alerts on many altcoins, and yeah, I would be interested very much if we were to sweep those lows on Kusama to get into a swing long position. I wouldn't buy on spot. I got a lot of spot altcoins. I don't want to buy more unless it's very attractive, but I would be interested in a swing long position. Okay, spot bags we've been buying, guys, throughout the last few months, right? I was really doing many spot buy live streams, because I know a lot of people are not actively trading, and throughout October and November, first couple of weeks of November, before we got the explosion out on many of these different altcoins, it was basically, guys, hey, but you just buy on spot and leave it, because we're going to be doing 2, 3, 4x's in the next coming weeks. But now I'm not interested in buying, because I've bought many altcoins at very low levels throughout October and November. So I'm more interested in looking for some swing positions, right? I've very much realized that, you know, where I could enter and where I could start taking profits on my swing positions. So instead of buying on spot here on Kusama, I would be interested in a swing position, because I realize that we could be in the formation, or the formation of the wave 4 has finished, and we are starting that next 5th wave to claim those highs here from November, right, on Kusama at $53. Just understanding the structure here, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, with the highest amount of volume, with the biggest impulsive move, and the classic large here, 4th wave, right, with a zigzag. This could definitely be the low. You just form the initial first wave 1, wave 2, you're looking for the wave 3, right, 4 and 5, right, to smash through those highs that were created in November here in the case of Kusama. So instead of buying on spot, I'm interested in a swing long and start, you know, considering taking profits once we break those highs in the next coming weeks. Kusama, yes, it can be traded throughout multiple different platforms. Of course, you can buy on spot on Bybit, trade it on derivatives, of course, on futures. I know Kusama being a mid-high cap coin, it is available on many different platforms, MEXC, Weeks. If you do want to trade it, take advantage of the bonus, guys. Weeks has a $20,000 deposit bonus. Great platform, highly liquid, also bluffing. You can trade Kusama right over there. Take advantage of that bonus. Bluffing, guys. just an email and a password. Check the bonuses right away in the description. So Kusama overall looks incredibly bullish, but as you are saying, buy or sell. Maybe regarding spot buys, I would have preferred buying the last few months. But regarding trading setups, yeah, without a doubt, there is a good level here that I want to check the reaction, the choppiness, the three-wave structure, and I would consider a higher low formed here on Kusama at the 50% to the 7/8 Fibonacci from that low of Monday to the high. Okay, so interested in some swing longs here on Kusama. It looks absolutely beautiful. You got that zigzag right there, ABC, fourth wave on higher time frame. Everything points out that this could be the low on Kusama, and we could be getting into some longs. Let's go right away through the next super chat here. We've got a super chat here from my man 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍𝗽. Check out book on Solana Bud, GME, meme, mascot, undervalued at the moment. My man, thank you very much for the super chat. £50 super chat. Absolute legend. We also have Vega here. Thoughts on QNT this bull run? QNT, I'll go through the... Guys, I got a bunch of super chats. I'm not going to keep up here. I'm not going to keep up. But overall, let's quickly take a look at this super chat here from 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗽𝗍, and then we go through the other super chats. Check out book on Solana. My goodness, I'm not going to keep up, guys, because I need at least 5 minutes on an altcoin to analyze the chart. Okay, let's take that book here right away. Right, book on Solana Bud, GME, meme mascot. It's probably not here on CoinGecko yet, right? It's probably not on CoinGecko if it's on the Solana blockchain, and it's probably not listed on exchanges just yet. So yeah, undervalued at the moment. Not Bookie, not this one. Mad Books, no. 𝗕𝗶𝗆𝗿 Books, not this one. I mean, I'm sure it's not listed by the looks of it. If it's not on CoinGecko, it's without a doubt not listed on major exchanges. So I mean, this is one that has to be on DEX tools without a doubt. But we're not going to be doing some charting. If it's not on CoinGecko, very fresh meme coin potentially. Yeah, this is it. This is the one. It probably just launched not long ago. Oh my goodness. It seems like a little bit of a shilling super chat. You know, it's not even on CoinGecko. GME mascot. Yeah. Yeah, this one seemed like it launched not long ago by the looks of things. Yeah, in November, not listed on major exchanges. So this one you have to go through the DEXs and buy. But it's currently getting a little bit of a dip. Yeah, it just launched, major drop. I have to say, stay cautious, guys, with these memes. Very low volume. Stay cautious. Extremely undervalued. I mean, take this with a grain of salt if you want to do the research. These meme coins, could it be close to the bottom? Yeah, I have no opinion on this. No opinion. Let's move to the next altcoin right away. Anyway, thanks for the super chat, my man. Do your research, guys, on that coin if you wish to buy it. Let's go. Hello, Andy. What would happen to alt if BTC tops somewhere close to this level? I want to buy altcoins now, but I'm not sure if I'm buying the top. There are many altcoins that are still haven't been pumping aggressively. I mean, the best ones are the ones that haven't taken March highs, because a lot of the high caps, well, not a lot, just a bunch of them have taken out March highs. Cardano, Chainlink, you name it, right? XRP. and many of the high cap ones have taken out March highs. There are still mid-high caps that are incredible projects that still haven't taken out, the March highs. In the case of Flux is an awesome project, and I'm actually surprised, such as ICP, Internet Computer. Yeah, I'm expecting this one to hit March highs without a doubt above $20, currently trading at $13. Still lagging behind here, this third wave. Flux, the same scenario. This is incredibly bullish zone. This red box is accumulation area or swing long positions. Still incredibly undervalued and still hasn't been pumping very aggressively. Now, your question, if Bitcoin does get a drop, we are going to see some drops on these altcoins of 10-20%. Bitcoin still chopping, still looking for higher levels despite any pullbacks here, because this was not an impulse and we shouldn't be going to lower levels. So overall highs, maybe a rejection, but we are still uptrending. I don't think we're going to get a huge major drop just yet. All-time highs is very likely, and we're just going to have to go with how we break out, because if we break out explosively and just start ranging here for the next coming 1 to 2 weeks, we're going to see altcoins still continuing to the upside. So we're going to have to analyze the situation throughout the week. All right, so make sure to subscribe. We'll be doing in detail Bitcoin analysis, but today is Sunday. We're going more of a Q&A session, right? Going through some altcoins in the comment section, but we'll be analyzing Bitcoin eventually throughout the week, guys. So make sure to stay tuned on that, trying to predict what could happen to altcoins as well. Somebody asked on the super chat, what do I think about QNT? QNT is also a great project. Supposedly banks are behind the QNT project. Still very undervalued. It's been a poor performer throughout the bull run. It did eventually in November get that leg to the upside, making over a 2x at least, right? But yeah, this project is massive partnerships. It is without a doubt a very interesting project, and I would expect this one, being in the high cap coins, to do extremely well. Looking at a few X's here on Quant, without a doubt, here in the bull run. I'm just going to be doing quick opinions here and quick, because I do still have some super chats here. Love the show and have definitely helped me get to the bag. Get to the bag. Absolutely wonderful, 𝗬𝗍𝗿. Let's just quickly pull out QNT on the chart, and let's come with a little bit of analysis, preferably Elliot wave theory. Zoom out here on Quant. I mean, yeah, Quant could be extremely bullish. The main reason why Quant could be extremely bullish entering into 2025 is because we formed a higher low here from the lows of the bear market. So without a doubt, regardless if Quant is going to be bearish, in 2025, I'm at least looking at Quant to hit these highs over here at $220, $230 almost. And there is a reason why. Well, from the low of the bear market, you formed a higher low. So there is two scenarios, regardless of the bearish one or the bullish one. It's still bullish for the next coming weeks. Why? Because you're looking for a you're in the third wave that should be taking out this high, regardless if it's a massive explosive third wave and then you form 4 and 5 and you continue to the upside, or you form an ABC, right? This is a major drop. You're looking at an ABC and then claim those highs, choppiness here, and continue down. So the worst case scenario is doing a 2x and entering a bear market, but upside potential on Quant is very much, is extremely likely in the coming weeks to take out those highs from October of 2022 at $230, just because you need another wave up to take that high, either in an ABC or a 1, 2, 3, boom, you absolutely rip. which could be the case if we are still going to maintain that bull run, because we are in bull run for 4-year cycle 2025. We expect it to be very bullish, you know, based on the 4-year cycle, based on the adoption. So much adoption news out there, which is absolutely incredible. So bull run continuation is very much on the cards, and Quant being an awesome project, banks are behind this project. Massive partnerships, massive roadmap that it does have for 25 and 26. Could do extremely well with that. Also, that Elliott wave theory that I just pointed out here, where you just formed a 1-2, and you're very large in timing, so you would expect an incredibly bullish 2025 for this one, on the most bullish case scenario. Right, let's go and continue here, because I think we do have, I think super chats are done. Super chats are mainly done, guys. Let's just a quick Q&A session, legends. All right, we ain't keeping this too techy. It's more of a Q&A session, guys. Kadena, very bullish on Kadena, guys. Still hold the Kadena bags down from 60-cent zone that we mentioned throughout October and November. Still holding the bags, guys, till we do not hit those March highs on Kadena. And I'm sure a lot of you still, I'm sure, I mean, I remember getting a lot of people, because we were squeezing Kadena for a few weeks here, back in late October, beginning of November. I was a pest with Kadena. I was very confident that we were gonna, you know, make that 2-3x on Kadena back in October. One of those high cap L1s that are lagging behind so much. And March highs, guys, March highs is still the target. Everything still points out that, you know, we should be heading up to hit those highs in the next coming weeks. When we do take a look at this leg to the downside, still very, very bullish. When we take a look at Fibonacci, speculating on Kadena, that we did form a 1-wave here and a 5-wave move up from the lows of August, a 3-wave corrective structure in that 3rd wave here. Still haven't formed the 4th. I mean, this red box is here for a reason. Expecting this red box area, which is the 50% Fibonacci, 1, 2, 3, 4. The question is will we form a little bit of a leg down, a little bit of more of a shakeout? If we do claim the Monday lows on Kadena, that is where I'll be expecting that wedgie 3-wave zigzag structure and a great buying opportunity, and then come and claim the March highs above $2 in the case of Kadena. I mean, I would be looking for some swing longs. Spot buys were bought here, guys. You know, this is like buy and relax and chill for the next coming months. But I would be looking more at some swing trades here in the case of Kadena. It did retrace quite a lot. Did retrace after the bounce that we had from the Monday drop. This is looking quite interesting. It is looking quite interesting. If we do claim those lows, I would be looking for a failed auction, kind of a swing failure pattern, because looking for that zigzag move and then recovery without hitting the golden pocket from this low to the high, because we are speculating on that wave 4, and the wave 4 we do not want it to hit on the golden pocket, but very much it could form that zigzag. So if we do claim those lows on Kadena, I'm looking for that failed auction kind of scenario. Stop loss is below the 618, but I would want to see that reaction here. Want to see that reaction on the Monday lows. What's a good price target on Alephium project? It is nuts. Founder reminds me of Vitalik early days. Bought at 0.1. Alephium. Let's take a look at that one. If it is at good levels on the chart, I would consider it. But you bought at 0.1. You bought at 0.1? You serious? Oh, you deleted the message there. Alephium, yeah. Yeah, if you bought at 10 cents, my goodness. You bought at very, very low levels. What's the ticker symbol for this one? Let's go ALPH. Let's take a look at this right away. It's been pumping quite nicely the last week. What an insane rally from last year. This one did very, very well. Nice pullback. Yeah, this for me is still in. This is still in an impulse, without a doubt. Yeah, the question is here for me. It does look extremely bullish. From the highs created in March, you formed a three-wave structure, right? You got a zigzag right there. And here, from this low, you formed, the initial pump, zigzag, and now you're either in the third wave or you're forming a double 1-2. So I would be a little bit skeptical if it's not pumping here very aggressively on this third wave already here. I mean, it could still continue, but it could be a double 1-2. Yeah, a little bit skeptical on this move. Eventually, this is the best buying zone. Regarding Fibonacci, this is very, very difficult. Very wicky last week. What a major wick to the upside. Yeah, very difficult on this one. This could really be a double 1-2, and it's going to pull back a little bit more, or it's still in the development of that wave 3, and it's just pulling back here with some wicks, and it will just continue up. Very, very difficult on the chart right now, as you are just attempting to break out this high. This is really not a trading zone for me, because I realize it could still be in the third wave and continue to the upside, or it could be a double 1-2 right now with this massive rejection. Not really a zone that I would be interested in doing anything on this one, to be honest, looking at the chart. So I prefer just to move on to the next one. Why you hate Solana? I don't hate Solana. Solana, though, is... let's take a look at Solana. Solana did test. Not on all the charts. Almost testing all-time highs last week. No, in November. Almost looking at spot. On the spot exchanges. Almost hitting all-time high there. Solana. Currently getting supported from this high that we did have, right? Just a basic resistance support flip for the moment, from that Monday drop. It is holding. It does look like that we're forming a very bullish descending wedge on Solana. Wedgie channel-y structure here on Solana, which is just getting that resistance support flip from the drop on Monday. Yeah, it looks very, very interesting without a doubt. I think, Solana could definitely pump from this level. What would be a great trading level, which I'm going to set an alert right away, would be testing those lows from Monday. If we test those lows, I'm going to set some alert right over here on Solana, just at the lows from Monday, because if we wick down to sweep up those lows after this dead cat bounce, right, from Monday's drop, I would be interested. I'll get the alerts, and if we get the reaction, I'm longing this bad boy and putting stop loss at the low, just speculating that it is ready, that this is going to hold our support, and it's going to break out, and it's finally going to claim all-time highs in the next coming week. So overall, Solana looks incredibly bullish, still uptrending, almost hitting all-time high. Very corrective, this move that we formed throughout the last couple of weeks. This is going to pop out at some stage, right? And if the best level to long it, instead of longing the breakout, which you could if you're managing risk, right, get the breakout from the wedgie structure, keeping it simple. I would really prefer those lows to be tested. That would be awesome. If we form that double bottom here, wick, test the lower low support one more time, and you know, find that resistance support flip, then you know, then it's the breakout, right? Get one more squeeze and then the movement up. That would be the best scenario. 𝗕𝗫, thoughts please? Why you never talk about 𝗫? 𝗫's incredible project. 𝗫 also Thorchain. Rune is awesome. I don't talk about Rune much. It's an awesome project. 𝗫 is an awesome project. We just don't pull it out on the chart. There's so many different crypto altcoins, guys, that we yeah, there's just no time, right? There's no time to take a look at 200 altcoins on the stream. So we just try and flip-flop as quick as possible, especially today in the comment section. 𝗕𝗫, thoughts please? Solana descending wedge. If we test the lows, I'm in. If we test the lows and we recover from the lows, I am in. I've got the alerts, and I will add to some other swing long positions that I do have on different altcoins. I'll just be ready, guys. I mean, with you, I try and keep it simple. And if you pull out some altcoins, I have alerts here, you know, and I will jump into the trade if the reaction is given. Stop loss at the low, and just look for the breakout and the highs here from November to be taken, and all-time highs. It's, you know, impulsive. This is very, very bullish corrective structure. I just want to get into very good levels. So I just set the alerts, and then, you know, if I'm awake and I get the alerts on the phone, then I know what I want to trade, and I'll jump in with very good risk management. The people that don't have risk, they'll jump in here, they'll add to the position here, they'll have limit longs, and you know, I don't know if we're going to do this, right? So I want to hit that level, get above it, and I have a stop loss, and then I don't get wrecked if my stop loss is hit. Which one of you legends forgot to smash up the like button, says Seb? Absolute legend. Can you take a look at 𝗕𝗫? Let's take a look at 𝗕𝗫 right away for the legend Harris here. Why not? 𝗕𝗫. What's going on with 𝗕𝗫? 𝗕𝗫. Whew. It's been very bullish throughout November. Massive breakout. Let's take a look at 𝗕𝗫 on the chart right away, legends. In the case of 𝗕𝗫, I'm a little bit skeptical, actually. Why would I be a little bit skeptical? Just because, oh my goodness. Yeah, this is the kind of chart that I don't like to see on an altcoin, because from the low created in the bear market in November, basically December of 2022, I don't like the fact that you formed a move up here, corrective structure, and then this wave here, and then this one here, and then you got a bit of a 5-wave move up here on 𝗕𝗫. The fact that we got a 5-wave move on higher time frame on 𝗕𝗫, I don't like it. Right? Because when you move in a 5-wave move, you're expecting a corrective move, right? What a rejection from that high resistance we had on 𝗕𝗫, and it is that you can count a 5-wave move here. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we do have another squeeze to the upside here, because we potentially do. Oh my goodness, this is a very, very... You got the low here, an ever so slightly higher low. So you have to count this as a wave 1 and 2. The 3 right there that has formed throughout the last few weeks with that big move. Hitting the golden pocket. I'm actually not that bullish on 𝗕𝗫, despite of it going up to the upside. The fact that we've, from this low, Let me just check if that low was taken or not with the magnet. Yeah, it did form a higher low right there. Yeah, the fact that we've hit the golden pocket, maybe not on all of the exchanges, does invalidate the potential of this being a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And on higher time frames, you got a 5-wave impulsive move that could have been finished. And this to have bullish continuation, it doesn't. I mean, I'm not that bullish just looking at the charts. You know, this has already had an insane run. Could it go to higher levels? And yeah, I don't see, eventually this is not a double 1-2. It's just not possible, based on the massive move and the timing. You have completed a 5-wave, so a little bit skeptical here on 𝗬𝗎, huh? Unless you're forming a larger time frame. I mean, you can even count 5 waves from this point, from the wave 3. Basically, it's just beautiful. It's just textbook 5-wave up, right from those lows, forming that 3rd wave. You got 1, 2, 3, and you got in the 3rd wave perfect 5-wave moves up. It's perfect zigzag 1, 2, 3, right over here. And now, yeah, the fact that we come all the way down here to test the golden pocket is no bueno. Unless yeah, I mean, from this low, which has to be taken from this low, because you have this. Yeah, the fact that you retraced so much with that Monday drop down to the golden pocket. I mean, this, I'm really, really skeptical of this being a wave 4 and you're going to come and claim the highs. I'm not that bullish on 𝗬𝗎. We've had a major bullish run here the last few weeks. So overall, Andy, can you take a look at ADA? Please, XRP breakout soon. My goodness, so much here. Love me some 𝗬𝗎, says Eric. BTC bearish tomorrow. We'll be coming up with some TA on Bitcoin tomorrow, legends. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll be going through in detail what could happen here. What's your target for Chainlink? Well, my initial target for Chainlink for the last few months has been around about 32, 30 or 36. Yeah, just above $30. We did go above $30 already, but you know, I do see Chainlink getting another squeeze to the upside. Yeah, I mean, next target zone for Chainlink, $36. I mean, we've been talking about this $36 for many months now. Many months where we're speculating on Chainlink and that 3rd wave. We're just still in that wave, but we've been very bullish here where we had this red box. I mean, this red box here has been here for, you know, since August, right? We were talking about, guys, this is the buying zone for Chainlink, right? $10, $9, $8. You'll be lucky if we get $8 on Chainlink here based on the retracement hitting the 7/8 Fibonacci already here. So we were like, guys, this is like the ultimate zone to buy Chainlink, and we are looking at the extension of the 1.618. I mean, this was already we were already speculating on this move, you know, since August, to come to the 1.618. So overall, we're almost there, but still looking for that squeeze up. Despite any volatility happening here, we're still looking for higher on Chainlink, at least to around about $36, $38, and even higher levels in 2025. Okay, so guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm a bit tired today. Just go do a bit of Q&A. We'll be back with more, with a better live stream. People are dropping off. It's Sunday. We're just taking a look at some altcoins. I think people want Bitcoin. We're wrapping it up. We'll be back Monday. Fresh week, trading week. Smash up the like button, subscribe. We're going to keep it awesome. Today was just chilling, taking a look at a few altcoins perspective. A little bit tired. We'll be back tomorrow better than ever. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.